not called child widget, it's called a content. Okay, in content we need column widget. Okay, okay, but let me just first show you what are we going to make. Okay, you can see that we are going to make these. We are going to use these three widgets. You can now predict which of the widgets I'll be using in this. I'll be using the first of all, things are in vertical arranged vertically, so we'll be using the column widget. And in column widget, first widget would be our text widget, and second widget, there are the two text widgets. They are different widgets, so they are arranged horizontally. So we must be wrapping this thing into the raw widget, and last we will be using the slider widget. All right, let me just write this code right now. And okay, column widget, and in column widget we'll be using text widget. Text widget. Okay. Okay. Text widget. Okay, in text widget it would be the height, and the style we'll be using was, we have already declared that style in our const file, that is the k card text style. And that is the benefit of storing your style into the variable, because we have used the same style for the four time on the male card, and the second is the female card, and the weight card, and the age card. Now we are using it at our height card. So instead of writing this the same thing for again and again for the five times, you have to just declare it once for once here, and then you can use it here anytime, any number of the time. Okay, so style we are using the car style. All right, okay, we are good here. And second thing would be the two text. So we'll be using the raw widget for that. And okay, all right, okay, okay. It was in the raw widget, and in raw widget children, and in children we'll be using two text widgets. All right, so let me just copy this text widget and text widget. Okay, now I got to give it the value here, 158. this would be the this would be the centimeter. And now I got to use the different styling for it, so I have to do it I have to do it here specifically, text style. And in the text style we'll be using the font size, uh, would be almost, I guess, 100. We will check this later. And weight, okay, font weight would be font okay, weight would be, all right, 900. Now let me just check whether it is, I think it's too big. Let me just put it to 80 here. It's fine now. Okay, it is working fine. And the centimeter is, I have to, I think centimeter is fine. And one thing you need to notice here, that here in our screen we have the centimeter at the bottom of our baseline. So we have to now these are arranged in the row, but they are arranged, they are centrally aligned, so we have to align it to the baseline. So for that, what we need to do, we need to do the cross alignment. And cross alignment will be on the baseline, and it would be on the bottom of our this thing. Okay, and I think we should give it a different text style, because too big for this for the unit. The textile font size would be 30, and font weight would be, Would not be the bold one, but it would be the 40. I think it's enough. Okay, it's enough, but we have to use a different color here. Size would be if we go it's 20 here. It's two. Okay, let's settle for the 25. Okay, and the color would be colors dot white, but not a bit silver color. Okay, the same color as the height one, and but we have to align it to the center. So how do we align it to the center? For that, we have to use here the cross axis alignment, and in cross axis alignment, we will okay. We will be stretching this. Okay. Okay. No, I think it's not working like this. Okay, now we have to do here thing. Okay, I have to add the main axis alignment here, and in main axis alignment, I'll be using main axis alignment. All right, alignment. I'll be putting it to the center. Now it is working fine. All right. Now one thing is remaining, that is our slider. So we'll be using the slider widget here. So for the slider, we write the slider simply, and it will come up. And okay, so which of the properties we'll be using in the slider? We will be setting the first of all we'll be setting the range of values, like where from the value of the slider start and where it will end. We have to set the range, and we'll be using the on change method. So whenever we slide or drag our line of the slider, there would call a function. So let's just do it here. So first of all, I have already declared. Okay, no, I haven't declared any integer here. So let me declare the integer here, height value, and I'm giving a default value of 150 for now, and I will be using it here, and height value. And yesterday I have taught you how can we write the integer into the text widget. We can convert into the string, or we'll be using the same thing into the uh, these I don't know what do we call these things. Quotations. Okay, yeah, that's for the quotation. Okay, height value to the string. It's not working. Okay, argument. Okay, string function. All right, let me just check it here to string. Oh, it's fine here, right? Okay, I have to run this code again. All right, we have a error here. Let me just check where is the error. It is in the slider. Okay, it is in the slider. Value is must not be the null. Okay, let me just set the values for the slider right now. Okay, in slider we will put the value. It is so the value would be our this value we have, which we declared here, height value, but it is our height value is the integer value, so we must have to convert into the double. So for the double, what do we write here? Okay, to double. Okay, we use this function. Okay, now we have to set now two different values, the minimum value and the maximum value, for setting the range of our slider. So minimum value would be 120, and the maximum value would be 220. Okay, maximum value would be 220 centimeters. Okay, I think we are good here. Okay, this working fine. Okay, now what we need to do, we have to uh, add the function here. We'll be using the on change function. Okay, now you can see there are the three different functions there. In on change function, what it do, whenever drag the slider, it will it will be called any, it will be called all the time. Whenever the change ended, whenever the change our change end, it will be called, this function will be called. And whenever our chain will start, this function will be called. So we are just using the on chain function right now, and it is asking for the double. Now if I just control q, you can see that in this function we have to give it a double any double value. Okay, we don't have to give it any double value. Whatever value we are having here, it will be automatically would be let me just assign. Okay, it would be calling. Okay, let me just see it here. The slider passes the new okay, slider passes the new value to the callback. Okay, the value would be passes to this slider value. Okay, so let me just write the name here, wall. Okay, and now what we want, I want to use the assign the wall value. Okay, which will this value will be passed here. Okay, and it would be passed here, wall value. And in wall value, it is giving me an error here because height value is the integer and this value is the double value. So the simple thing we can do here to convert this value to the integer, to int. Now it will work fine. Okay, okay, let me just run this code. Okay, and but we can see. Okay, you can see that we are not having any changes in our UI here. Give me okay, now I would tell you the reason, that because we haven't used the set state class here. So for any change or for any update we want to have in our UI, we must have to use the set start state class here. I just need to put this code in. Okay, put this code into our set start class, and now run this code again, and you will see it's working fine. Okay, we are having the value and everything is working fine. We are done with the slider for now. And let me just main axis, put it into the center. Okay, now we have created our this card. Now what we need to do next, what is the next now, we have done with that. Since we are just skipping the gesture detector thing, so we have to skip this thing as well, because it is a part of gesture detector, so you won't see any difference here. We will don't not doing anything from here to these two cards. Okay, so now we're doing starting our bootcamp for day 4. And to the content of this day today is the navigator push and the navigator pop, all that, nothing more. All we need to do is to create a button that will help us to navigate to another screen that we will be creating right now, our result screen. And the idea would be how can we back from that screen again. So I will just tell you in the code, this thing in the code. So go back to our main screen, and we have already created the okay, we have already created the container here, so we don't need to do a lot of things here. In container, I would be using the child widget as a flat button. Okay, and in flat button I'll be using child as the text widget to give it a text value, obviously give it a name. Okay, text. And in text I will be using the calculate, CULAT. Okay, I think is it a correct spelling? I just forgot the spelling of calculate. Calculate, I think that's fine. Okay, calculate. Now we can see we have the calculate, but we have to give it a bit styling here. For the styling, I would be using a style, and in style I will be using text style. Okay, text style. Font size would be would be 80. No, it would be 60. Okay, we are having an error here. I don't know why. Okay, okay. Let me just see the error. Okay, just delete the thing. Okay, we're working fine here. 44. It's fine, I guess now. It's fine, but I have to give it the width. So say dot, it would be 700, I guess. Okay, it's working fine. Okay, you can see that its color is kind of, disable color. So because we haven't, because it is a part of our, it is a child widget of our flat button widget. And whenever you don't use the on press function in your flat button widget, whatever you put it, put in the flat button as a child widget will be, seen as a disable kind of thing. So we'll be using the on press now. Okay, on press function. And now let me just show you. Okay, okay, it is now, it is kind of activated now. Okay, now what we need to do is to create another file, and in that file we need to create our new screen. So let's move to our core, and this is the dart file, and I will call it as a result screen. All right, and in result screen I will be importing the material app and stateless widget. Yeah, it will be fine. Stateless widget will be fine because we don't have anything to do with the set state, so I'm going with the stateless widget. Okay, I'm giving the name of result screen. All right, and okay, whenever you want to create a new screen, so you always have to use a scaffold for that, because in obviously in the new screen we'll be needing the a bar, the body structure and other stuff, so we have to use the scaffold in it. All right, scaffold in it. And scaffold, I'm having, okay, not the home, because I'm having the a bar. And in a bar it would be the same name as a BMI calculator, nothing more. Calculator. Okay, okay. I have to put it into the title and text widget. And in text widget, it is working. I have to give more one more parenthesis. Now it is working fine. Okay, now we have created the second screen, but it doesn't have anything in it. So we'll be just doing, designing this UI later. But we have to navigate from one screen to another screen right now. So for the navigation, we use the navigator class, and in navigator class, we use the push method. Okay, and push method, it asks for the two things: the context of our build, this thing, which is okay. It must be all right. Okay, this thing, it is our build context of our widget. Okay, what is the build context? I'm just giving you the overview of the build context. It is the kind of reference to the location of the widget. Okay, so this is our, a kind of big widget which is made up of different kind of widgets. So it is giving the reference to the location of our widget. All right, so this is the simple definition of the build context. Although the build context is kind of the difficult topic to cover right now, and it will be highly complex for you guys if you are starting out with the Flutter. So we don't go deeper in it. We just define it simply that it is a kind of reference to the location of the widget in the widget tree. Okay, so we'll be giving it the context. Okay, context here. And in root, it is asking me for the location or for the screen where I want to go. Okay, so now I want to go to our result screen. So for the root, we have to use another class, which is the material uh, page root class. Okay, in this class, you have to give the context. Okay, and in that same context, you just have to write the name of the class which is designing your which is designing your second screen. So this our result screen class is the second UI, is our kind of the second screen UI. So we'll be using this class here. Okay, first I have to import this, I guess. Okay, first I have to import this thing here. Import result screen. All right, let me just put it down here. Okay, now, okay, now here we have to use this class here, result screen class. All right, we have done this thing, and semicolon here. Okay, and okay, another semicolon here. Are we good here? Okay, we can also do the same thing as like in a different way, in an easier way, which is the kind of bigger thing. Okay, we in the first day, if you have remembered that we have used this arrow, big fat. This is called the big fat arrow. So this is used. This is kind of a sugar code for our the curly brackets. So okay, we have an error here. Okay, now our code is working fine. Let me just restart our application and check out whether our code is working or not. Okay, we have just restarting the code. Okay, now you can see that we are in our second screen that we have created here. But since our second screen have nothing in its context, so it is also showing nothing because we have written nothing. We have written anything yet. But you can see that there is a slight different into the our main screen, main screen app bar and the second screen app bar. You can see this button, and this button is acting as like the function of this button to go back to our first screen from where where we started here. So this is kind of working like it. But if you don't want to have a bar in your screen, I don't want to have the a bar in my second screen, so I'm just removing for now, and I will tell you in the end how can we go back to our first screen without that button. So for now I'm writing the body here, and in body obviously we're using the column, in column. And okay, let me just show you here the design. Okay. So this is our the result screen UI. So I'm going to make this UI right now. Okay, now you can predict that what we'll be using. We'll be using the text widget, and below the text widget we'll be using our reusable card that we have created, and in last we will using the button, flat button. Okay, so nothing more in it. So let me just do it right now. Okay. Text widget will be using. Okay, after the result we'll be using the card, we'll be using this our reusable card. So for that I have to import this file, card file, the dot. Okay, now reusable a reusable card here. Yeah, reusable card here. And in the last, okay, in the last you can okay, you can see here that we are using the same design that of the button that we have previously extract that button, and just use it here, instead of creating the whole button thing here. So I'm just extracting this button, this flat button here. Let me just show you the code of okay. Okay, so this is our the button thing. So I want to extract this right now because I have to use it to the second screen as well. So I don't want to write the code again and again for that. So let me just extract this thing. Go to the reflector and in extract, and in extract you will be using the extract flutter widget. Okay, I want to give it a name of uh, navigation button. A navigation button for now. Okay, it has created the navigation button for me. Okay, but there is a single difference between our this button and the button of our second screen, that it does it has the recalculate, and our first screen button has the calculate. So there is a text button difference, and there is one more difference, that whenever we whenever we press on this button, we go to our second screen. All right, but whenever we want to go to our first screen, we have to we must declare the two properties here. One is a string for the okay. I'm writing the navig here. Okay, just navig here, and in the second thing, it is a function, and function I'll be writing navigation navigation. All right, and we will be using it here. Okay, for the name I have to use the navig string, and it is a string. And for the method, we have to first we have to just cut this thing, and we have to use the navigation function here. Okay, okay, all right, navigation. All right, I have to get a comma here. Okay, now it's working fine. We have created the we have the extracted the navigation button here, and I'm just putting it to another class, sorry, another file. Okay, okay, but first of all, just set I want to set the navigation function here, the push function. Okay, where were we? Okay, in the content we have the two things in the property. One is the string. Okay, all right, okay, okay, we haven't put this thing into the constructor yet, so can't use it as a name parameter. So navigation button, this navig, and second thing would be this dot navigation, and it is working fine right now. Okay, it's working, it will work fine now. Now for the navig, for the name, I would like to call it calculate, and for the function, that is a navigation function. I have to use this thing, I guess. Okay, let me just do it here. Okay, now okay, it's working fine. All right, now you can see that I just I just use this method here, copy pasted this method and nothing more. Okay, now I can just put it into the another file, just for the ease, creating the new dot file, navigation button. Okay, import material flutter app, and okay, it's giving, we're using the constant file here, so I have to import it, constant file. Okay, now it's working file. Now we have to import the our navigation file here. Import navigation. dot file here. Okay, all right. Now I think it will work fine. It won't give me any error right now. Okay, okay, it's working fine. Now we are going back to our second screen. Okay, in second screen I have to use this button, navigation button. So I have to import the file here. Import navigation button, and now we'll be using navi. Okay, navigation button here, and okay, I have to give it a name here, which will be recalculate. Okay, calculate, and I also have to give the text style here, I think, but I think I don't need to give it here. Okay, I already given it there in the navigation button class. So in the function, okay, now in the function we have to use. Okay, this is the main thing here. Okay, for I already told you, for going to the new screen we use the navigation push method. But then coming back from that screen we have to use the navigator pop method. So all we need to do is to write navigator dot pop method, give it the context here and the semicolons, and it will work fine now. Okay, calculate, and now we have the recalculate button here. I will adjust this thing here, don't worry about this. And when I click on it, it will be on our first screen. So whenever we were using the a bar in our second screen, and we were having the button, this back button, and this back button was nothing but having this same method, same navigator pop method, but it was kind of pre written for us, all right, by the navigation class. So let me just set this into the main. Oh, now I want to stretch this thing, so I have to use the cross axis and stretch, and our recalculate button will be stretched. Okay, now we have to design it properly. Okay, so this is how you can go from one screen to another screen, and going back from our second screen to the first screen. For going to the new screen you have to use the navigator from the new screen we have to use navigator for it. And whenever to remove something from our stack data, we have to use the navigator pop method. So this navigator thing I'll be using. What style I'll be using right now? It would be text style, and in text style I'll be using here. The font size would be 50. Okay, there is an error. Okay, there is an error. Okay, it is font size would be 50. I think it's fine, but I have to make it a bit bold. So for that we have to write the full font, and weight dot 70 would work fine, I guess. Chat is working fine. But you think that I want to align these things. I have to align my text widget with this card. I want to align them to the single line. So we have to use the padding. We have to use the padding widget for that. But for now you can see one more, you can notice one more thing, that our text widget, our app is just coming into the section of the navigation bar, notification bar. So it just it is not a good thing. So whenever you want to save. Okay, whenever this circumstance or this thing happens, you can save yourself with this widget, which is called the safe area. All you need to do is to wrap the column widget in it and just hit save, and now you can see that our application is no more the part of our notification bar. So this is good thing. So now we have to align this thing, and for that we got to use padding here. Okay, I can't use a padding in it, I guess, but we can use. Okay,
Excuse me.
yes.
Can you please tell about the safe area you have mentioned in the body? So,
Okay, okay, safer. Okay, let me just undo this thing for you. Okay, okay. Now you can see that our text widget is your result is coming into the section of or the space of our notification bar. Can you see this?
yes,
Okay, so just to save this thing, okay, now you can see that our application is in the the section of the notification bar, and it will be whenever we will deploy it or use it, it will be the part of this, and it is not a good thing. Our app should be the separated from the notification bar. So just to do that, just to put our stuff or our widgets into the safe area, we use the safe area widget for that. Okay, did you got this?
get it.
Okay, now we have to do some padding here. Padding. Okay, and padding. We have to. Okay, give me the child widget here. I have to just cut this from here and put it here. All right. Okay. Now all I need to do is to add some padding here, and for the padding, we'll be using this add inspect class and dot, and we want to do the padding from all sides, so we will use all. But if you want to do the padding from the single side, okay, from the single side, you have the value here. Okay, you can use the only for that. Okay, if you want to do the padding from a single side, but if you want to do the padding from more single side, you can use it for two as well, I guess. But when you want to do the padding from all side, you have to go for the all and write the value here. I'm going with the 16. Now you can see that our text is in the alignment with our card. So it is fine now. Now we have to add the text widget in our card here. Nothing more. Okay. All right. Oh gosh. Okay, let's leave this. We have to add the three text widgets here. Nothing more. Okay. Now for that, I am using the text widget. Okay. Okay. First, we have to put it into the content thing, and we'll be using the column widget, because for the content we have to use the text widget. Okay, now we have to add text widget. Okay, the first text widget will be, okay, I have written the some text here, so I got to see it from here. Okay, normal, normal, and and our BMI value is kind of 19.5, and our third thing is text it. Uh, okay, what is that? It is you have a normal, you have a normal uh, BMI. Okay, yes. All right, let's just run it. Okay, but we have to style this thing. Okay, so in the first thing we have to, let me just check. Is it? Let me just refresh this thing. hmm Okay, now you can see that in that first text widget, I have used the green color, and I have made this font bigger than other two fonts. So we have to style it in a such way. So for the normal, for the style, okay, we'll be using the text widget, the style widget, and in the text style widget, we'll be using the value kind of. Okay, size would be 30. Okay, 30. All right, 30 looks fine here. And color would be the green color. Okay, we have the color here. And no, we don't have a color here. So we'll be using the green color for this colors dot. Okay, green. Yeah, colors dot green. But we also want change the weight of our text here. Okay, but let me just first reflect this code. Okay, now we have to add some weight to our text. So weight font weight dot 70 would be fine, I guess. It's fine, I guess. But I want to, okay, it's good. It is looking fine, I guess. Now we have to style our second text. It is BMI text. Okay, but we can use a styling from here if we have. We haven't created any styling, other styling files. Let me just do it here. Okay, where we were, okay, in the screen class style, and in the text style we'll be using font size of kind of 80. That's fine, I guess. Kind of 80, and font weight would be the max, which is 900. That's fine, I guess. And the last thing we would have, oh no, it's fine, I guess. We don't need to do any more styling in it. Okay, the last thing is here is style, and in style, text style, we'll be using the font size would be 20 for this thing. Okay, it is 18 here. Okay, 20 is fine, I guess. 20 is fine, but it is not centrally aligned. So I will be doing the same here, but just wait for this. Uh, I think I don't have to give any weight to it. Default one looks good, but now I have to give it an alignment. So for the alignment, we have the property of text alignment, and in text alignment, alignment we use the center, I guess. No, sorry, we use text align dot center. It is working fine now. Okay, now we just have to do some setting to axis. Okay, main axis alignment dot UI of our result screen. We just have completed our today's stuff, and tomorrow we will only be adding the brain to this application. But you can see now that these are the hard values. Okay, they are not reacting or acting according to the values we will be giving here. So tomorrow we will be adding the functionality to our app. Okay, now we have our app, full ready app, but we have created all the UI of our first screen and the second screen, and we also created our buttons. But one thing is missing, that we haven't connected any kind of functionality to our app. So that we will be doing tomorrow. And if you have any question to ask, you can put on. I think we are good here today. We have done our stuff today. Does anybody have any question about this? Okay, if anybody have a question about today's session, or the last of or the last sessions, he or she can ask that. Umair, I think we don't have any
Yes, sir.
question today.
Yeah, obviously. I think everything's clear to everyone.
Yeah, if anyone have any kind of a small question, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer that. And okay, one more thing I got to tell you, that maybe you were not there when already told this, that I have uploaded this code, application code, the full code, okay, on my GitHub repository. So you can go to this GitHub repository, or I will just put the link in my here. Okay, you can have all the code from, you can have access all the code here in my GitHub repository. All right. Umair,
Yes, sir.
we should end this now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we should end this. Thank you, everybody, for joining this session. And
All
look
right.
for